Well, Merry Christmas, WellHouse Church. Pastor Cullen here, excited to be with you on this beautiful Christmas day. We have been going through an Advent series, and I have titled it A Different Kind of Christmas, because Christmas is always this busy hustle and bustle, got to do all the things, that I think we miss the opportunity to really embrace Advent for what it is. And I believe that Advent is a season of anticipation. It is not a season of reflection. We are not reflecting back only on the Jesus that has come. We are anticipating the Jesus that has come and is coming again. And so today I'm going to talk to you about anticipation, and we're going to look at a story of Jesus about anticipation. And if I were going to give you a image of what anticipation is, the best one that I can come up with is actually records. You see, records are a beautiful way of listening to music, and music is something so sacred to each and every one of us. Records have a unique way of projecting that beauty, giving that beauty to us. Maybe it's the purest in me, but there's just something different about listening to music on vinyl. And anticipation sounds like the minute you set that stylus down on that first groove, and you get that little crackle, and you begin to watch that record spin. That is the sound and sight of anticipation. Anticipating that moment when that sound will break through, that beauty will break through. That is the story that we have today with Jesus. Jesus in this story is anticipating a day of beauty. This is the story not of Jesus' birth. If you've been around WellHouse very long, you know we don't do things normal around here. So this is not the story of Jesus' birth. This is actually the story of Jesus praying in the Garden of Gethsemane right before his trial and crucifixion. And so he comes out and he goes, this is in the Gospel of Luke, he goes to the Mount of Olives. And his disciples come with him, and he tells a few to sit down and pray, and then he goes a little deeper with a few more, James, Peter, and John, and he tells them to sit down, and he goes deeper into pray. And so Luke 22:40 says, when he reached the place, he said to them, "Pray that you may not come into the time of trial." Then he withdrew from them about a stone's throw, knelt down, and prayed. So Jesus sets this up, and he tells them not to pray that they don't enter a time of trial. Well, any person watching this knows that we currently live in a time of trial. 2022 has been a year of immense trial. 2020 was a year of immense trial. We live in a world of immense trial. And so perhaps maybe it might be important to hear what Jesus prays for a moment where he is about to embrace a trial. Verse 42, "Father, if you are willing, remove this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done." Then an angel from heaven appeared to him and gave him strength. In his anguish he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat became like great drops of blood falling down on the ground. Jesus prayed with immense anticipation. Immense anticipation. So much so that Luke wanted to portray that anticipation as if Jesus was sweating blood. That literally this truth was oozing out of him from the inside out. Jesus was living in a deep anticipation of a day of beauty, of a day when there would be no more trial. But he also knew that he would have to go through immense trial in order to enact that day of beauty. This is Emmanuel. This is God with us. This very real, very human, beautiful, divine Jesus. This is God with us, and that God with us has shown us to live in deep anticipation. And I've asked you this Christmas to slow down, to be restful, to be prayerful, because that is the way that we become people of anticipation, anticipating the Jesus that has come and is coming again. And I think we do that by modeling his life, by modeling his prayer life, by modeling his life of justice, by modeling his life of ethic, by modeling his life of preaching and proclamation. And this is an Advent season not to reflect on baby Jesus that has come, but this is an Advent season to reflect on Emmanuel, God with us who has come and is coming again. So, WellHouse Church, my question to you this morning is, how do we be people of anticipation, anticipating the Jesus who has come and is coming again in order to bring about true restoration and beauty in a time where there will be no